Hey guys, on this 85 SHOT Show 2015, and I'm here with Joe from Geissele Automatics. Like you guys know I love their products, like they need an introduction. But Joe's going to talk about some of their new stuff. And Joe, if you want to tell us what you got for 2015.
Sure. This year we focused a lot more on the ALG line of things. We do have some new Geissele stuff as well. First and foremost on ALG, everybody's very familiar with their the EMR. We came out with the EMR V2. M-Lock compatible, but it has the machine Picatinny at the 12 o'clock on the front for people to post the front sight post. Later this year we'll also have the V3, which is another product of consumer request, which will have the Picatinny that will extend all the way down the length of the 12 o'clock section. Moving down a little bit further, this has been available. Well, it's been seen the last couple years of SHOT. It's going to finally be in production. This is the 6-second mount. This was developed for an anti-terrorism unit, and the reason it's called the 6-second mount is the way they describe the battle to us. It's for engaging linear targets, airplanes, fuselages, buses and train cars and stuff like that, long and narrow environments where this is their primary weapon. They don't have room to carry a rifle. Their sidearm becomes their primary, and the way it's described to us, the battle only lasts 6 seconds, and either they're dead or you're dead. It's compatible with Aimpoint T1, T2, H1, and there's a few other of the T1 clones that we've seen that have also worked as well, primary arms being one of them. But this is very exciting for us. We had people out at range day shooting these, and everybody seemed to love them. Moving down a little bit further, this is probably one of our most popular items this year. This is going to be the ALG AK trigger. We had a lot of requests for the AK trigger. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather here. We had a lot of requests for an AK trigger. We finally decided to produce one. This particular one here is going to come in right around $49. So it's going to start at 49 bucks. I can give you a little bit of a demo on the pull here. It's very similar to the Geissele Super 3 gun. We wanted to make it so it was a very short pull and a very short reset. And you can get a very high rate of fire out of it. As we come down further into the Geissele side of things, we have the new Super Sabre trigger bow. Everybody's already familiar with the Super Sabre trigger pack. That's been available for a little while, but now we have the trigger bow. What the trigger bow does, it removes all of the slack and the linkage that's associated with the bullpup. That's one of the most common complaints that you get even after the trigger packs were released. As a lot of people complain that the trigger still left a lot to be desired in terms of the trigger pull. What this does is this cleans up all of the linkage and the slack, and you're left with a true match-grade 2-stage trigger when you pair it with our Super Sabre trigger pack. It will work with all the other packs. It works very well with the OEM pack as well, and what will end up happening is it'll transform your OEM pack into a true single-stage, very mil-spec-like trigger pull. And again, you take a look at the pull here. This is your first stage. You come back to the wall. You get on target. Very little to no over travel. Very short reset. For the first time, I mean, people can have an AR-15 match-grade trigger in a bullpup. Very exciting for us. Here we have the Geissele advanced reaction rod. People are already familiar with the reaction rod that we have. This is designed for the armorer that has the capacity for working on many ARs. It's designed for people who work on consistently incorrectly built ARs, or barrel nuts that have been Loctited or seized, or poor index pins, and so on and so forth, that would seize up your barrel nuts and shear index pins and so on. What this allows you to do is install the upper over the receiver as normal. With these wedges, this will lock the upper receiver completely in place with no movement whatsoever. And what that'll allow you to do is place tremendous torque on the barrel nut without fear of shearing any sort of index pins or doing any damage to the upper receiver. We also have...
You guys got the ALG trigger that try out?
Also new this year is another tool. This is called the reaction block. What this allows you to do is very similar to the reaction rod for uppers. It allows you to work on lower receivers in a 360-degree motion in 90-degree increments. And I can pop a buttstock off here and show you how this works. You place the bottom part of this in your vise. These are nylon screws up top. This will lock your buffer to your receiver extension in place. You just finger tighten them. They don't require to be cranked down. I mean, this is a very rock solid platform. You can feel there's no wiggle room, no anything. I mean, once it's in the vise, it's a very solid, stable platform for installing receiver extensions, doing castle nut work. Then you have two hands free to be able to do trigger work, dust cover work, you know, anything you need to do. You know, you can then flip the receiver and put it, you know, 90 degrees vertically, both upside down and right side up, for doing grip work. And back these screws all the way out. So now you can very easily do some grip work. So we expand a lot on our tools as well. For the most part, that's pretty much it. Keep an eye out for later this year. We'll have some more stuff coming. For now, that's all we have.